So I want to make a video today about my motorbike that I ride in Laos, and this is the motorbike I use to go to all the car meets and gets me around in Vientiane Laos and a few road trips outside Vientiane. It looks at first glance a little bit like a Honda, but it's not. It's actually a Chinese bike. It's called a Daytona, and you can see the logo Daytona on the engine, but it actually is what they call a clone bike, and I think in America they market a similar bike called a Hawk. I've seen on the YouTube clips a similar looking bike to this in America called the Hawk. There's another picture from the other side of the engine, which is a clone of a Honda engine, a very reliable Honda engine, which makes these bikes really reliable. It's rainy season here in Laos, so the bike's a little bit dirty, but I keep all the chain oiled up. Unlike the Hawks that I've seen on YouTube in America, my bike is a more simple model with a rear drum brake, so I'm a little bit jealous of the guys, the Hawk version of this bike in America. The spotlights I put on myself because the main headlight is kind of lame. Also, the front brake it's got a front disc, which looks kind of cool. It's sitting on knobblies, and the front is 19, not a 21, and the back is a 16. And although they're knobblies, they're not too aggressive, but that's fine for me because I mostly do street riding. It says it's a 200cc and it's billed as the TTK 200, and it's a carburetor bike. And you can see the carburetor. It says the carburetor was made in Japan. Whether that's true or not, I don't actually know, because you've got to take some of the logos on these Chinese bikes with a pinch of salt, I think. And there is a choke on the carburetor, which, because Laos is such a hot country, I've never actually had to use the choke. And yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good bike for the money. Bearing in mind, this costs a quarter of what a Honda CRF 300 costs. Yeah, it's not a 300, it's a 200. And yeah, the CRF is water cooled. I'd love to have a CRF, but for less than a quarter of the price, I'm pretty happy with this bike. So you can hear it's ticking over pretty nicely. The only fault I've had with it really is the fuel, the gauge cluster is a little bit unpredictable, and I've tried to fix it myself and actually made it worse like a complete idiot. So I'll probably have another go at that at some stage, but if not, I think you can buy a new gauge cluster for not an awful lot of money, probably about less than $10. Obviously it'll be Chinese quality, but I mean, this bike has done about 11,000 kilometers in total and runs pretty smoothly. There's a little thing you can check the oil level, so I try to change the oil every couple of dumps because it's not that expensive to do. And apart from the small electronic gremlins on that gauge cluster, it's performed really solidly. So all there is to show you is a few clips of me riding it around the streets of Vientiane. First of all, I want to apologise for how dirty my bike was. and the core sound quality of the first part of the clip. Planning on getting some accessories for my GoPro. So once I've got those, I'll be able to redo them, redo some better quality audio in the clips. I'm going to speed you up for a little bit for a cruise to go and get something to eat from my apartment to a restaurant right in the centre of Vientiane. So I hope you enjoy the ride. So anyone that knows Vientiane, even if you've just come as a tourist for a few days, maybe over from Thailand, you'll probably recognise this part of Vientiane. It's the main tourist area. To the left of this road, there's a night market, then there's the river, and Thailand on the other side of the river. And to the right, there's lots of restaurants and guest houses and stuff. And I'm going to stop off and have some food in a local restaurant along here. So if you could subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. It would be a really big boost for me, because I'm really just trying to get this channel off the ground. And please check back for more videos coming soon, both about cars and my motorbike.